this video. Today I'm with Lori Madden and Devin Jobert. And she's doing an interview with us on What Darkness Fears. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yay! Perfect. Well, my name is Devin Jobert, as she said, and I am a writer, blogger, and also a writing coach on YouTube and my blog, which is lifewritingwanderlust.com. And also on YouTube as Story Life writing vlog. And I love to chat about writing and publishing, and we do author interviews. And so I got connected with Anne and Laura, and it was just been awesome. And we did a cool little interview over at my page, so be sure to check that out. But I'm super excited to be here helping them on their launch for their lovely anthology. Congratulations, ladies.
Yeah.
I'm Laura Madden, also Anne's roommate, and we like geeking out about writing stuff. I'm one of the writers in What Darkness Fears, and I'm working on a few contemporary novels.
Yay! So you guys, can you chat a little bit about your guys' project, the anthology, What Darkness Fears, and how you guys kind of just started working on it?
Yeah, so we decided to go to a writing conference a few months ago in the summer, which highly recommend. I had a writer friend of mine suggest that we go to a conference, and I thought that it was a great idea. So we ended up making that work, and it was very inspiring, and we got a lot of really great input and information, and we were really inspired. So we decided to just run with this idea, and had the idea of self-publishing an anthology, and then a few weeks after that, we were like, neck deep in it.
Perfect. Yeah.
So
that's wonderful. That's and then that was Realm Makers, correct?
Realm Makers. Yeah.
You guys recommend people go to that? Was it good, life-changing?
It was very good.
For sure.
That's wonderful.
Lots of fantastic people, and
it was our first time going too, so we didn't really know what to expect, but it was
first time going to a writing conference. So
that's great. And it made a big difference where, hey, you guys came away with a really awesome idea, and you guys have did it. You've done it. You had this idea, and then you guys put it into action, and look at that book that's right on that shelf behind you guys. And in your hands, it's done. Almost done. Right. It's so exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about your stories that are in it? What inspired the stories in your anthology for the stories that you guys wrote? You guys can tell one of them or a couple of them or whatever you want to do.
So all of mine, I believe, yes, I think all of mine, I have a little bit of Easter eggs for the books that I'm working on. So some of them, one of them is literally one of the scenes, and I just tweaked it to make it a story, and took out things that you're not supposed to know. And then some other ones are I just dropped a name here or there or something. But so that's kind of, I have a hard time not writing the main series that I'm working on because I love it so much. So I had to find a way to sneak them in there. So yeah, and then all of them kind of just follow the theme. So the first book that I have, the first story I have in here is based off of the tagline, which is Light Dawns in Darkness.
That's beautiful.
Which I was just writing, I was like, I need another story in here. An idea came to my head, so I started writing it. And then I was like, this tagline would be perfect. So then I was like, oh no, it has to be really good, because now it has to be the first story, because it has a tagline title. So I was like, ooh, this better be really good. So there's that one. And then the last one I have in is called Forbidden Library, which is for last year for Christmas. Neither of us have ever done escape rooms before. So we decided to create our own escape rooms. So what I did for her was, it was like a haunted library, and she had to find all these clues to, it was like the ghost kept her there, and she had to finish her book or something. So, and it was like Christmas themed and stuff, and like
That's
made it
cool.
like spooky. And so I took that idea. I had like this whole like storyline in this whole escape room thing.
Yeah.
So I took that concept and made it into a short story.
Yeah.
So did you do
that's
that
what
in
that
your
one was.
house then, or like?
Yeah, most of it took place in the basement, which is where our little library and Anne's workspace is. We call it the book dungeon.
Yes.
So most of it took place in the book dungeon,
which also comes up in the story. They call it the
That's
book
so
dungeon.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow. Yeah. I love your guys' creativity, you guys, like inside of books, outside of books, like it's just awesome. And how you're thinking about story all the time. I love it. It shows even in your Christmas gifts. That's so cool. I love it.
Definitely doing that this year.
Yeah. Yeah, because
such
we
a cool
really
way.
encourage each other to have all these weird ideas.
Yeah.
Think outside the box, and so it's fun.
That is so awesome. Cool. And then Laura, what about your stories in the anthology? Like,
some of my stories come from conversations we've had. Some of them come from one of them was I'd already written it before earlier this year, and then it was like, oh, that would fit the book.
We had to tweak the ending to make it fit.
But I think all three of them kind of came out of funny conversations we'd had where in the middle of the conversation it was like, oh, that should be a story, you know. So kind of running with that. But I have let me see. I wrote People Watchers in the first section.
That was like last minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
People Watchers was last minute. That was one of those, we came up with the first line. Like the first line of the story was, I'm not gonna find, oh wait, yes I did. Okay.
yay.
Yeah. So the first line of the story in People Watchers is, you think you came to this cafe for coffee. You probably even believe it was your own idea. And that came up, like a funny line that one of us said, and I was like, oh, that could be a story.
That's
and I wrote it that
perfect
afternoon
opening.
and just kind of
We have the books split up into 3 different categories, and she wasn't in the first category. I was like, your name is on the cover. You have to have story number 2.
Yeah.
So it fit perfectly.
Yeah, so it works out.
That's awesome.
Well, we have the light spooky section, the funny spooky section, and the dark spooky section.
Oh, cool.
So we each were able to put a story in each of the sections. So it worked out really well.
That's awesome. So I know that you said they're kind of like dark fantasy, kind of, right?
It's kind of a mix of genres. But
we've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, there's some like contemporary. I have one contemporary one. But they're all like, if there is a light horror category, they would all kind of fall into that. Or vaguely spooky. Some of them are just like, it's in a graveyard, but the story isn't actually that scary. Right. But it's in a weird setting. So
there you go. Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. Well, that's great. And then you said there were 17 other authors besides you, correct?
17 including us.
Including you guys. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. And they're all split up amongst the 3 different categories as well. And so when they all sent in their stories, what kind of inspired you guys to choose the darkness theme? Like, was that before the stories were sent in that you had the theme, or was it kind of like something you came up with when they sent it in and you were trying to figure out which ones to publish?
Yeah, when I started, I'm trying to think of the order of this one. I think I said like vaguely like I want them to be like scary, like spooky, but like have some sort of hope in there somehow. And then like as I started coming through, that's when I had the conversation with like my mom. We had a miscommunication about what I meant by dark stories. So she kind of narrowed it in more of like, okay, like basically using the dark to show the light. So we made more of a narrowed down on the theme a little bit, which some of them had submitted already and they already fit perfectly. So some of the stories are very clearly like they literally have light overcoming the darkness, and other ones are a lot more subtle. But I think that's fun having a mix of that. Some of them are like it literally just has a happy ending, so it's the light overcoming the dark.
That's great.
As we went, and we want for the next anthology, we want to be sure to have the theme a little more figured out before we go into the process of getting submissions in. But yeah, that was sort of the process for this one.
Yeah. Okay. So are you guys doing anything fun for your launch week? Like each day, are you guys going to be doing anything fun, giveaways, anything that you can share with your followers here about the launch week? Super exciting.
So there's things you don't even know about yet because I just thought of them.
Yeah.
So I'm tweaking it like the launch day is on a Wednesday. So starting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm planning, hopefully, gonna have like a video released each day of this week. So this is going to be, we're doing it from like the 12th to the 14th. So like a short time, but it's gonna have a lot of books, a lot of them from the other authors, and then other ones that are just kind of spooky and fit the theme. Yeah. So,
Perfect.
And then there's, yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, cool. So just kind of get in tune with like the YouTube channel, and each day there'll be videos and fun things for people to check out. That's super exciting, you guys. I'm so happy for you guys. And I hope that your launch is just super successful and that you guys have a great time with it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Book is being released in soft cover, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing a paperback and ebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys were saying that there's probably going to be a hardcover launch next year.
Yes. I'm thinking next year, maybe sooner, but probably next year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that will probably include some bonus short stories and some other
Fun stuff.
fun things
Yeah.
that
That's really cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
That's
my
gonna make
goodness.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm so pumped for you guys. This is just so cool. So congratulations, and be very, very, very proud of this project because you guys did a great job. And so where can people on your channel find your book and more about you guys?
Yeah. I'll put links in the description, but mostly my Instagram and her Instagram, and then I have a website as well. Those are the main. And on my website, there's a link to my shop too. So
Wonderful. Cool. That's just great. I am so pumped for you guys.